He argues that the launch of several Bitcoin ETFs, including BlackRock's Spot Bitcoin ETF, will not shield Bitcoin from facing its first U.S. recession, potential equity bear market, and hawkish central banks. In response to the recent Bitcoin ETF-inspired rally, McGlone said physical Bitcoin ETFs in the U.S. are a matter of time, we believe. BlackRock's application to start such a fund appears to have expedited this process, but a launch may not come in 2023, and Bloomberg Economics expects the U.S. to tilt toward recession in coming months. Moreover, he believes the U.S. Federal Reserve continuing interest rate hikes this year, weak U.S. dollar liquidity, and Nasdaq 100 stock index reach its peak are major obstacles to the upcoming Bitcoin rally. McGlone also expressed uncertainty regarding the potential gold price rally in the future in comparison to Bitcoin. However, it's worth noting that with the inflationary pressure, both gold and Bitcoin have been touted as possible haven assets. McGlone's latest sentiment follows his previous analysis that indicated that gold would likely outperform Bitcoin in a recession, especially if it involves a stock market downturn. Let us now get into the video, as Mike shares his outlook regarding the future of Bitcoin and gold in relation to the impending recession. Sit back, relax, and make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop your comments as you watch. Enjoy.
So what I'm concerned about with Bitcoin is this is since the BlackRock announced their application for an ETF, Bitcoin's dropped from 25,000 to almost 28,000. That makes sense. About 10%. But that's still hoping. We have to hope to get that ETF. It's probably going to happen now because it's BlackRock. We're all in there, and everybody's thinking that. But if you look at Bitcoin versus the Nasdaq, that ratio, it's like 1.7 or so. It's the same as first traded in 2017. So I'm big picture macro bullish Bitcoin. But I think the problem is if I'm right about risk assets declining in a normal recession, cryptos are the riskiest assets. Bitcoin's the least risky. I think they still have a lot of downside risk based on my view of a serious U.S. recession. At some point, Bitcoin's going to come out of that and trade more like gold and long bonds. Is this the time? Maybe, but it's got to show me more divergent strength. Like today's one day, Nasdaq's down 0.2 and Bitcoin's up 4. That's one day. But overall, you look at Q2, Bitcoin's had a horrible quarter, and Nasdaq's been up. And why? Okay, so we've had we've had the SEC crackdown. Yes, that makes sense, but that shouldn't really hurt Bitcoin. It should really hurt the other cryptos, the other 25,000 that are just fully, way overhyped and speculated.